This is songwriter Stan Becker, YouTube, reporting from studio Homeless Car, 71-year-old non-criminal. I was on KABC 790 Talk Radio on September 20th, 2022, the John Phillips Show. Randy Wang, the very informed news personality, Randy Wang, was subbing for him. Let's take a listen.
Delasa. Well, we're not going to stop working.
I appear here. In about a few seconds, you'll hear Stan Becker songs.
You mean when you're unemployed next month? And we're not going to stop working until this job is done. For many of us, no matter what our title is, well, next year. Consider it, or is he trying to say that I'll still be focused on LA homelessness when I'm the ambassador to India, and we're not going to stop working until this job is done? For many of us, no matter what our title is.
Is this Joe Biden trying to rehabilitate his blue-eyed boy?
Sometimes I forget about that one. Oh, maybe I should put videos of that out on the That's What CA Said Twitter account. The Indian reporters.
They don't like newspaper reporters or magazine journalists.
In 2013, there were just 11 city-funded outreach workers for a population of tens of thousands of unhoused neighbors. Wow. 11. Today, there are 10 times that number funded by the city, many more by the county, because we've said it's unacceptable for people who not even know their names on the streets, let alone figure out a plan.
My name is Stan
But
Becker.
in that same time that you've hired 10 times as many people to deal with the problem has doubled. So how exactly is that working, Mr. Garcetti? Let's go to Stan. Stan, you're on the John Phillips Show.
Hi, Randy. It's great to hear you. We love John, but it's very nice that you're here there. Now, we know that our poet mayor is a little bit disingenuous when he's talking about increasing the service workers by tenfold. It's probably actually more than that. And we can go down the rabbit hole just as deep as you can handle on this, but this expansionist subculture of newbie hires and permanent positions are often just short-term workers, quid pro quo workers, and the greater coordinated hard-left non-profit associations that are actually the problem, because they make money off of the continuation of the problem. There are even those who suggest that here in Venice, those meth encampments were strategized, because look how many massive poverty pimp projects that just created more homelessness and more permanent positions for this expansionist non-profit subculture. And it's massive. And we have the HHH, now hundreds of millions, Randy, hundreds of millions into billions with a B. How do we educate the public on the exponential difference between $1 million and $1 billion? And all that money is gone. And at the top, he's talking about LASA and the Department of Mental Health as lease partner service providers. Let's talk about that. John Sharon resigned the DMH head design, supposedly complaining about his own bureaucracy, but left with several millions, a multi-millionaire, 400,000 plus jobs. The other lease partner for Horizon Apartments LLC in Venice, the most serially violent single address in infamously world-famous Venice, the St. Joseph's Homeless Center. Now, that's not the Catholic religion.
No, they're the company that Mike Bonin gives a lot of state money to.
Thank you for understanding that, Mr. Wang. A lot of people don't, and it puts us in great jeopardy for reporting this. Even though I'm, a 40-year resident of Venice and a 71-year-old non-criminal, just talking about these lease partner service providers being corrupt or Project Rape Key serially rapes, and it's FEMA funded, and just trying to get locked doors and protect these tenants, that are being victim blamed. Listen, these are not, there's 100% of the poor people in our county are not these criminal, violent vagrants that were drawn here, advertised for, with digital media that we also pay for as taxpayers, because all of these nonprofits at the top, they have the several $100,000 a year digital media people. But these outreach workers that Garcetti is cynically bragging about are about as competent as the sexual assaulter on his personal staff, which is keeping him from the ambassadorship, Randy. He had to call his mommy. We have to stop electing these dynastic kids like Newsom and Eric and met my finding people who've never had a job or created a job in the real economy. Drug house Becky Dennison here at Horizon Apartments LLC, this lease partner service provider. She couldn't be more of a cop-hating, race-baiting person. What's she doing as a Section 8 landlord, crashing all of these citizens? And
Stan, you are up to date on the issues. You know this problem intimately because you live in Methvonen's district. Thanks so much for the call. 800-222-KABC. Eric Garcetti made quite the outrageous...
Well, I'd like to thank John Phillips. Johnny Don't Like. He's had me on the show before, as have others on Los Angeles radio, and we're very grateful each time. This is a picture of John Phillips' show, Young Handsome Devil. When you get to 71, everybody looks like they're 14. You know, he's so knowledgeable and authoritative and such a confident news personality and articulate and funny and sarcastic, and I enjoy him. But look at him, he looks like he's 12, you know. He's on my porch. Get off my porch! But this is Randy Wayne.
Okay, get off my lawn, Johnny. Stanley Don't Like. Stan Becker Songs, YouTube. You can see my juggling Android phones and stuff, you know, and studio homeless van. I don't want to make this longer than it need be. Thank you for 4 minutes or so of extemporaneous intellectual testimony about Garcetti's latest tricks. Traci Park. I've got some questions you're not going to be able to hide from because it's irresponsible. And it's not going to be permitted. Stan Becker for Horizon Health Action Coalition and Stan Becker Songs, YouTube.